What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mad Pig and Meh with this king right here.
What up?
He beat me today and got first place.
Yes, sir.
So why don't you tell people what you played?
I played S.A.K, Azamina Kashtira. I was playing Fire King earlier. I didn't really like it. I didn't like how the deck kind of bricked on itself, and so I tried the Kashtira version today. I really liked it.
All right, let's show people the goo.
Yeah, this is the part that isn't goo. It's pretty self-explanatory. One of each of the Snake Eye bodies. You could run a second Oak. It never came up for me. I think if you manage resources well and think about your combos, you just don't go into this turn 1 all the time, and you're fine. And then Flambridge and Diabellstar. These cards are the necessary bricks, unfortunately. We do run 3 bonfires. I've thought about cutting this down to 2 because we do have so few cards that you're searching with it. I don't want to brick on them, but I went over 45, so I wanted more starters. And speaking of more starters, I played one more 1-for-1 for the Snake Eye Cup.
Just play the candle thing. That's a tuner.
No, I'm not playing Agnamel Candle. It would be funny though. Of course, the best starter of the deck right now, triple Diabellstar. This card's crazy. And the fact that you gotta have 3 wanteds to go with it, and then 3 deceptions along with that. All these cards loop into each other. It's ridiculous. The one bad brick of the deck, you really don't want to draw this card. This card feels bad to open.
So for those that are too stupid, so you can activate this.
Yep.
Chain this.
Yeah.
And because as it resolves, it can send
it's
that.
Still on the field, yeah. So this card says to send a simple spoils from hand or field. And so if you activate this and then chain this, because it's still on the field at the end of the resolution of this card, you can just send it. And then you get the add, and then you get a fusion summon, which is stupid. There's no reason why that needed to be a thing.
And the continuous just resets itself and searches for a poly.
Yeah, this searches for this by attributing a monster. It's why I went pretty hand trap heavy, which you'll see in a second. And then the fusion monster you bring out can search for wanted. So it's if you open up with this, you get to wanted. If you open up with wanted, you get to which gets you to this, which gets you to original, and then original gets you to full combo. So it's either way you open, you're getting to full combo. It's disgusting. And then of course the 2 spells, you need to run original and field spell.
Don't want to play the one that puts him in the back row?
No, that card's not good. At least not in my opinion. Then I put the Kashtira stuff. I played a pretty small Kashtira package. I couldn't find my 3rd Fenrir, so instead of playing 3rd, I just played 2. I would probably play 3 going forward. This card is crazy good today. The fact that this card is a free summon, and then you get a search for card, and the card that you search you can just hit off deception is really really strong. Also you can summon unicorn search the continuous, and then deception tribute off the unicorn. Which is also really nice. So these cards just worked really really well with deception, and I liked how I didn't wasn't going -1 every time I was activating an effect. 2 field spell. In the future this is probably just gonna be 1 field spell, and then replace this with a Fenrir, or for 1 more unicorn. I don't like playing into draw when I don't have to, so having less cards to search other cards that search is better.
Did you ever tear people's extra decks?
A couple times. It didn't really matter a whole bunch. This is just really good because you can get to the continuous.
Oh, okay.
And Birth is disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
And then the last relevant card is Azurune. I like Azurune a lot. Some people I've seen transition over to Scylla Hat Trick. I still think it's really good. I've thought about learning Scylla Hat mainly because it's really good under Shifter. And so if you get Shiftered, you have a better play with Scylla Hat to set the trick. But I still like that one.
Play 46. And then play 2 traps.
No, I'm not playing 2 traps. For the hand traps, start with 3 Fuwalos. You got to. This card's really good. Yeah, I don't like it, but you do what you can. Because Fuwalos exists, you also play Ash, the fun little mini game every turn. Do you have Fuwalos? Do you have Ash? It's a fun little one. Also into this is triple droll. You can droll yourself so you don't keep giving your opponent pluses, because this card's disgusting. And then effect negation, triple Veiler, triple Imperm, and double Mourner.
Did you ever think of crossout?
I think this deck doesn't need it. Unironically, you run so much with the Kashtira cards. You want your opponent to hand trap you almost. You're baiting them into giving you free advantage, And with the Kashtira stuff, you have like a bunch of free bodies on the field, and those free bodies can turn into link material, and the link material can get you Promethean, and Promethean can bring you back. So I'm like, man, I can feel like I can play through a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is Panda. But yeah, deck was 45. I liked it. I don't think I would change a whole bunch. Like I said, I do want to get up to 3 Fenrir probably. But
add 15 more cards and be the Bruce
I don't know about
special.
all that. I don't know about all that. For the extra's pretty standard. 1 Anima, 1 Silhouette Rabbit, 1 Phoenix, 1 IP, 1 SP. The pretty standard stuff. Hita Dark with the Selene into Access Code. This was really, really nice today. I really like having Selene, especially with Deception running around. So like after you've gotten like hand trapped before, like on turn 2 as you start cracking back into the field, if you Selene and bring back your Diabell Star, you can like set Deception. Deception gets you to Omni Negate. So like it feels really, really nice to have Selene in your deck. I like having it in versus not. You also run Promethean, Raging Phoenix, Zealantis. You should have a lot of space in the extra deck when you run pure like this. And so you get to take advantage of both of the OTK packages, which is really nice. You can like bait with the access code, and then if that gets stopped, then you can go into this, which is really nice. Both of the Azamina fusions. Someone asked me why I didn't run like the big one. The big one's 8. You don't want to send 2, so you only run these. And then 1 Fucho for like, yeah.
Bucko.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I actually really like this card because it's a bird.
Nice.
It's good for flu.
Yeah. For the side deck, speaking of flu, Mulcharmy, Perulia, going second in this meta, going second with 6 Mulcharmies in your deck is disgusting. The amount of times I drew 2 of these, either like 2 of the same one or 1 and 1 of each, and your opponent just has to like sit there and like play through it, or you just like win the game because you're like normal swimming Snake Eye Ash. Like, what are you gonna do? That's what's disgusting. Retaliating Sea. This card's disgusting. It gets a lot of different decks, so you gotta run it. Branded. It's also really good into the mirror, because if they go Hollowed Azamina, you just summon this in response. And so all the stuff that they would be gaining off of that Hollowed Azamina becomes banished. So they can't get back to, like they can't get the search and get to the Omni Negate. They usually just choose to Omni Negate there, and they're done. What? You don't get anything off of it? Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I'm being told by our local judge that you don't get anything, which is crazy. That's even better. I didn't play any of the mirror, so it didn't end up mattering. But 1 called by for when you go first, and then anti-spell skill drain. This is like what I always sided in for the 3 Fuwalos, no matter what I was playing against. I just thought this was really, really good. And then depending on if I was playing against a hand trap heavy deck, I would like side in Thrust into either D-Barrier or DDG.
No, show what you really did to me.
Oh, or if you go second, you can side into his talents, and talents away your opponent's Exodia.
S.A.K.
Yeah, I really like Thrust right now. With all the Mulcharmies like so prevalent in the meta, like Thrust is almost always gonna be live. So I really, really, really like having it.
Any other funny floodgates?
I mean, like, there's a couple, but I feel like these are just the best ones to go for. There's a reason why these are the ones that we were playing in when we had Angel Tears.
Any final thoughts?
I think the deck's really sick. I think it's a little too powerful, but hey, like, what are you gonna do?
Alright, well, this is Bruce. You got first.
Yes, sir.
With a very sacky deck. And this is Meh, Pig and Meh, signing out.
Shout out to him.